Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit because I think it's kind of funny. So, according to John Roca, who I think he said this on Harloff's show, there were two actors that got into a big fight, a big altercation on the set of Avengers Doomsday, okay? And apparently one of the actors, it's one of the, they're not familiar with each other. They're not familiar with each other. But apparently one of the actors said something to the other actor, and it hit a little too close to home. And the other actor was basically like, I don't know you like that. And then they confronted them, and it was very tense. So apparently it was so bad that they were willing to make concessions, cut out scenes, change the script, shoot with body doubles so that they don't have to actually shoot together or whatever like that, right? And apparently Roca did slip up and say she. So it could be Brie Larson. So of course, everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to speculate who could it be. And I think most of our first thoughts were, did Pedro Pascal get anxiety around the wrong person? You know? And look, maybe, I doubt it was RDJ though. Like, so some of you guys are saying, oh, dude, it's clearly Pedro and RDJ. No, dude, they seem to be on really good terms. Pedro went to RDJ's house because they have a lot of scenes together. Pedro's talked about how he's the GOAT and all that sort of shit. So, like, no, dude, like, they're filming shit together. They're probably bros. I don't think that's what it is. Could it have been Pedro and somebody else? Look, I joke about the anxiety thing, but I'm going to be honest with you, dude. Like, hey, Pedro, you get anxiety around my wife, you're going to be on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be on the ground. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody really didn't like it. Like, maybe he dead ass reached for a hand or grabbed something or this, that, second, and third. And then somebody's like, no way. You know? So, maybe it's something like that. I don't know. You know, what's funny about this story is this is the biggest fucking movie ever. Like, there's like 70 plus characters that are big stars that are in this film. I mean, we sat there and watched Chairs for 5.5 hours. Just fucking Chairs, right? So it could be any of those chairs or any of these other people that are also in the movie. So, you know, look, I don't think Roca's lying. I think he's actually being honest here. But at the same time, what a nice little drama scoop to have. Because there's so many fucking characters. There's so many actors. You could never guess this. You could literally never guess this. You know what I mean? We could do Mad Libs. We could roll dice. We could ask Chat GPT. We could fucking make, we're never going to figure it out. You know what I mean? We're never going to figure it out. So here's what I think we should do. Everybody pick out the two most hilarious actors that it could be. Okay? So think to yourself, what would be the funniest version of this? What would be the most ridiculous, hilarious version of this? You know what I mean? Tatiana and Brie? Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Alan Cummings? I was kind of thinking that too. Like, I kind of wish somebody said something to Alan Cummings. He seems like such a chill-ass dude and so, like, normal and chill. You know who else, too? Ian McKellen. Dude, you know who I think would be so funny? Hey, Matt, what's up, brother? Nerd of the Rings. Paul Rudd and anyone. That would be very funny as well. Ian McKellen and Anthony Mackie. That's my pick. Because you know Mackie, right? Like, Mackie plays it a little too familiar. You know what I mean? Like, Mackie plays it a little too familiar. And so, like, what if Mackie, like, said some shit, like, just kind of joking about how, hey, good thing we're finally filming this movie. You ain't got too many years left. And Ian McKellen just fucking snapped on him or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be really funny. What if it is Tom Holland and Anthony Mackie? Because, like, they have their ongoing beef and all that. And what if, like, Tom Holland brought up the box office for fucking Brave New World? And Anthony Mackie's like, wah! And, like, you know what I mean? Has that. But the thing is, they said they're not familiar. So, like, that's kind of an interesting one. Maybe it's Letitia Wright. Maybe somebody made a comment about the jab, and Letitia gave him a couple jabs of her own. You know, whoop-bap, whoop-bap, you know, a couple straights. I don't know. I mean, it could be It could be anybody. Do you guys have any other good picks? Any other good picks? Ah, yes, Ryan Reynolds. I thought about Ryan Reynolds too. You know, I wonder if anybody like took a shot at Ryan about the whole Blake Lively thing, and it was just a little too much for him. You know what I mean? Like he's just like chilling and whatever, and somebody makes like an offhanded comment about Justin Baldoni, and then fucking Ryan Reynolds was like, yeah, and like loses his mind. That would be kind of funny. Simu. I mean, I guess it could be Simu. I don't know. Like, on the one hand, I feel like Simu is really chill. I think he's a bit performative, you know, even when he's just trying to be a normal guy. Like, I don't know. He strikes me as one of those guys that does things because he thinks the optics are good. But I don't really think he's like a dick face or anything like that. He seems chill. Cheeto and anyone, maybe Ryan Reynolds. Dude, what if somebody made a comment about Cheeto and losing Armor Wars or something, where they were like, oh man, they really fucked you on that Secret Invasion. I guess no Armor Wars, you know what I mean? And he's like, you motherfucker, or something like that. Oh, that would be good too. Dude, there's a lot of potential drama here. Elizabeth Olsen and Michael Waldron. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Will Smith confirmed. Yeah, he'd be slapping some motherfuckers for sure. He'd be like, boom, you looking for this? Bap! You know, hits him. I hope they said their line. I hope they said one of their Marvel character lines before they threw any shots or anything, you know? Ooh, Brie and Borat. Oh, that could be good. Oh, shit. Chris Evans and Joseph Quinn. Little Johnny on Johnny action. Yeah, that could be good. It's got to be Brie and someone. Yeah, and then, like, you think about the Brie comments, right? Like, I don't know. Like, almost anything, probably. What if it's Channing Tatum and Brie? John Bernthal and Mark Ruffalo? Yeah, maybe. You think it was political? Somebody says something about Bernthal saying this, that, second, and third. Somebody says something about Chris Pratt. Oh, look, it's Chris Fascist Pratt or something like that. He's like, hey! No, you know, honestly, Pratt seems like he would just let it go. You know, he seems like he'd be pretty chill about it. Plus, he's got to be used to that shit by now. Velvet Starling says, Simu called out Wasp on X about Vaccine Canada promotion. Oh, dude, maybe that's what it is. Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, too, and I have nothing against Simu or whatever, but Evangeline Lilly probably beat his Lily ass. You know what I mean? He strikes me as, like, super pussy. You know, not to be rude or whatever. But, dude, I bet Evangeline Lilly could physically take him. Like, she seems strong. Yeah. Doubt it? Dude, I think so. Plus, she feels like that kind of chick that, like, trains jujitsu or whatever. I bet Simu said some, like, wild-ass shit like that, and then she put him in a leg lock or something. Yeah, not to be rude, but, like, he's soft, man. You know what I mean, Ross? Like, he just has that look. You know? That's low-key. That's why China didn't like that movie. You know what I'm saying? She did Taekwondo. Get the fuck out of here. Taekwondo? Simu can do martial arts, so hell nah. Psh, no way, dude. Simu can wave his hands around. Simu can do well choreographed dancing. You know? He got a smackable face, I agree. Oh, hell yeah. As an authority on a smackable face. You know, I think I have somewhat of an authority on this issue. Hey, Chad, how smackable or punchable is my face out of 10? Yeah, it's pretty good, huh? Hey, we all have our talents. You know what I mean? We all have our talents. But yeah, Simu, I mean, I like the guy and I want to hit him. You know what I mean? So, damn, look at these numbers. Now, these are the best numbers I've had in a while. Woo! Hell yeah. Dune wants to punch it for sure. Oh, Gunn. You think so? I'd let him take a crack. I'd go crack for crack with Gunn. I'd be like, all right, you go first. Hit me right here. Or wherever you want. And then I get to go. by the power of Grayskull, you know, or something. Oh, man. Oh, dude, I'd tap into some fucking Baki energy. Some fucking Dragon Ball Kaioken times 20. Oh, my God. Oh, it'd be great. Have you seen Alien Earth? Yeah, it's pretty good. Team Jeff Snyder or Team Gunn? Oh, Team Snyder, 100%. Dude, I saw this. Speaking of which, and now we're rambling a little bit. Should I end the segment? Oh man. So I saw a thing on Reddit today. I was this close. I feel like I was this close to getting myself in trouble. I saw a post where did you guys see this shit? Where some Redditor just made a post about Jeff Snyder and it was something like how James Gunn has like killed all the grifters and all this sort of stuff. And so anyway, Jeff, he says on the show and posted on the Reddit, which is like, how do you even figure out how to work Reddit? You know what? Kudos, Jeff, you're learning, brother. So he said on the show and then he posted on Reddit that like he wanted this user to come onto the show and have the debate live and like not be a pussy and like, hey, if you feel this way, why don't you come onto the show and like actually address this to my face and we'll like talk about it. And dude, how do you think that, just out of curiosity, how do you think the Reddit responded? How do you think all of the Redditors responded? You know, the upper crust of internet society, Reddit. How do you think they took that? They locked the thread. They banned him. They banned him from ever being a source on the thread. And I was just like, I'm sitting there. I'm looking at this shit. And I had it typed out and everything. I was like, I already knew Reddit was the greatest hive of pussy people that were possible on the internet. And like, I had this whole thing. I was just going to go on. I ended up deleting it. You know, I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I actually love that energy from Jeff because he's right, dude. He's right. I'm sorry. Like, Reddit is the stinkiest place, man. It's so gross. I think this dude should go on there. I think this Redditor should go on there. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. And I was just like, dude, Jeff is so right. And is he doing something that like maybe he shouldn't? For sure. You know, for sure. Probably should just let that shit go. But I love a good crash out, man. You know what I mean? I like it messy. What can I say? I like it messy. I like to stir the pot. I just posted about restoring the Snyderverse this morning. I can't fucking help myself, okay? Look at this. 500 likes already? Let's fucking go, dude. Hell yeah. I kind of think they should just restore the Snyderverse, to be honest. I win again. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the drama.